welcome. Today I want to share an art journal spread that I made with magazine images and some other papers and paints. It's a very quick and easy spread, and it's in response to the prompt in the Mixed Media Emporium Facebook group. The prompt is "Let's get arty." So if you're in that group already, you're familiar with that prompt, and it's a very broad and general prompt. Many things fall under the art umbrella, so you do not have to make an art journal spread. You can do anything you want as long as it falls under that prompt, which includes almost anything, lots of things. Anyway, I'm showing you some things I'm going to be using to make this spread. While I'm showing you that and then starting to glue some of my papers down, I wanted to talk about the mixed media group. So this group has been coordinated by Nina Ribena, who is very well known on YouTube, and she has done a fabulous job, but this year she wanted to take a step back from that group, and she asked me to take it over, and I was honored, a little bit scared, and anxious about doing it, but I understand that after 7 or 8 years of coordinating the group, she wanted to simplify her life a little bit and take one thing off her plate. Now, she is still creating, she's still on YouTube, and I'm sure she'll share some fabulous projects with us. But for now, I am taking over the group, and for those of you already in the group, you know how it works. For those of you who would like to join, I'll leave a link down below where you can submit a request to join. Now, when you submit your request, there are 3 questions we ask, and you must answer all 3 questions or your request will be declined. So please make sure you do that. We decline several people a day who don't answer the questions. So the other main rule of the group is, once you're in the group, that all the posts are prompt related. So the prompts are very general and allow for a lot of discretion and different styles and different projects. So it's not burdensome to post a prompt that your work relates to. So that's the main rule that we ask. So please follow that rule, because also if you don't, we delete those posts, which I'm already making this group sound kind of strict. But it keeps the group going really well, and it functions nicely that way, I think. So I don't want to change many things that Nina was already doing. It's a group with over 11,000 members, so I think it's a good idea. So back to my art journal spread. I decided to use that sheet music at the bottom. I thought it was a little too busy and competed with the young woman's beautiful outfit to have it at the top. So I glued it at the bottom. I turned it sideways there so that I would add a little variety, a little interest to the background. And then I thought I would use that other paper with the handwriting on the top part there. You can see that, and that makes a better background for this image, I think, and doesn't compete with her outfit. I wanted to use those trees, of course, and at first I thought I would glue it down like that, but I just thought that was too many trees. So I thought I needed a little more neutral papers in the background. So I tore a book page and again turned it sideways to add another more interest to that side. I like those torn pages, the torn page look. And also I have 3 different styles of paper and different colors, even though they're all, off-white. So I think that looks good. And then I will glue down the trees. So now I don't have as much of the trees that to finish off the page. I just thought it was too much. I decided that large tree trunk was also too much, so I decided to use the thinner tree trunks, and I'm going to glue it down like that. But when I put the glue on, I actually decided I wanted to see some snow too, so I glued it that way. And again, I like the torn page look. I'm going to trim that down, and then I'm going to add some paint to kind of integrate the magazine images onto my page. And I thought I was going to use some white or off-white paint for that, but I ended up reaching for my gesso. I'm not sure why I did that, but I often use gesso instead of white paint. So I used that and just a little plastic palette knife thingy that I have, and just put it on kind of haphazardly. I was really trying not to overthink this project, and I think I did a pretty good job with that, and I'm really happy with the way that turned out, because honestly, I can overthink and work on a spread like this for sometimes days. So I have my white there. I guess I decided I wanted a little bit of the book pages and those other papers in the background to stand out a bit. So next I'm going for the blue, and I decided I was going to put that on with my fingers because I like to do that. Again, very natural, and I think you don't see the brush strokes, and you can blend it a little better with your fingers. I've done that a lot since I started mixed media, and since I am not a trained artist or anything, I am not great with brushwork actually. So I also wanted to add a little more to the background, a little interest, but not make it too busy. So I looked for a stencil, and I found this one right away, and I thought that kind of goes with the theme of the trees in the background. And I decided to use gold because I didn't want these stenciled images to stand out too boldly. I really wanted the focus on that beautiful young woman. So I stenciled 3 images on there, one going off the page, as you can see there. I like to do that. And, often in mixed media and art, 3 things in odd numbers like 1, 3, 5, and so on work better. So I thought those 3 images did work nicely there. So I'm ready to glue on my focal image. Again, just with the glue stick. It's a magazine image, so it's kind of thin. You have to be careful not to tear it. I've done that before too. And sometimes it's hard to glue those things down without wrinkles. I succeeded in this fairly well, which makes me happy. It doesn't always work that way. And I know I want to add a little bit of black to the background as well, because there's black in the tree trunks, and I kind of wanted to mimic that. And very often when I'm working on a background, I will add a bit of black or white or both to the background. So I was thinking about getting another stencil, but it just so happens that I had this foam stamp that I just bought, and it was just delivered a day or 2 before I did this, and I decided to use my foam stamp because I thought that the image worked well with this, and I still do. So those foam stamps, if you're not familiar with them, they hold a lot of paint, as you can see. I'm going to stamp it 3 times and use the same amount of paint that I put on there with my brayer, and I'm taking some of it off because I did not want it to be too dark or too stark on the background. Again, wanting to blend a little better. So it's still, they really hold a lot of paint, those foam stamps. So I stamp it 3 times. You'll see there, and then that's pretty much it. I'm saying that's it. I'm not going to add anything else to the background and make it too busy. I'm going to cut my words. Those are Tim Holt's words. Glue them down. And that is my project, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this little quick and easy art journal spread. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.